Hello and welcome to the Nordic KeyForge podcast, or actually, should I say vodcast, because this is our live, half-live preview of exclusive spoilers, and this is the first time we're on YouTube. My name is Jason, the Captain Kirk, and I'm actually joined here by three of my fellow co-hosts from the podcast. We have Hydrophilic Attack. Hello, Jonas.
Hello.
We have Linus, Mr. K-pop, making a return. How you doing, Linus?
I'm doing good.
And then we have Algoner. Carl, how you doing?
Doing good. Hello.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we have been very, very graciously given exclusive spoilers from Ghost Galaxy to promote the Winds of Exchange set, which is currently on GameFound right now. So they've given us two never seen before cards, never officially seen before cards. So let's jump into these and have a look. But I've got to say, the last couple of weeks have been absolutely insane as KeyForge fans and players. It kind of feels like we have been in some kind of a cult, like always looking and checking what the update is, how much is going, and the response has been absolutely fantastic.
What is the next? What is the next stretch goal? That's what I'm always asking myself. They are so
Yeah,
cool. All the stretch goals in
really,
the campaign.
really is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
insane that this is what we have come to. Like after sort of years of absolutely nothing, and then this when things happen from day to day.
I know. It's almost like I want this to be the everyday of KeyForge. I don't know about you guys. This maybe not the everyday, because it means every day I've got to kind of keep putting $150 into a game every single day. No, I haven't done that every single day of this GameFound. Sorry, Ghost Galaxy. However, let's get on to our first card. Let's get on to our token creature that we have been given to spoil. Ladies and gentlemen, we reveal to you the cultist, or just cultist. It's the unfathomable token creature. It's an Aquan. It's a 2-power token creature. And it says action, destroy 5 friendly cultists. If you do, search your deck and discard pile for Tangaika. Play it and ward it. Shuffle your deck. Now, this is pretty good. We're going to get onto Tangaika in a second because that's our second card. But let's just focus on the cultist as it is right now. What do we think, guys?
First of all, that art is super amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I'm so loving it, and it's super thematic.
Yeah.
You can on this card you can see the 5 cultists, and they're doing the thing, and
Yeah.
suddenly, boom! And when you see the Tangaika card, you will see that they are still there, kind of
Yeah. The art,
smashed.
the art does follow through to the next card that we haven't shown just yet, but the artwork is so beautiful here. The detail into their faces as well. I kind of get a bit of a feeling of Alien here.
So
With
one
the-
thing I like about this, it really gives me that feeling of the Arkham File games, which often feature cultists that have some kind of strange connection to a strange creature, and the more of them that come out, the more danger you are in, and you need to kill them off before they get to a critical mass, and you're in trouble. So it feels like that kind of gameplay taken into
Sup-
KeyForge,
Yeah.
and I
Super
really love
thematic.
that.
Yeah, I also
Really,
like
really
the
nice.
thematic part of it. Like the mechanic really, like you get what they are going for with it
Yeah.
for sure. And I also hope to see more of like these kinds of abilities on token creatures, where
Yeah.
just getting to a critical mass and then they actually do their thing. I think that's very cool. design concept.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's a 2-power creature as well. It's not just a 1 power that can get wiped out by a Kazap or something. It's something which, it takes a little bit extra to get rid of if you want to, and you want to kind of get five. You won't have to get 5 out there. And plus the 1. Well, actually, including the 1 that you have already, but imagine this: if you're playing, you have 1 ready on the board, you get to create another 4 token creatures. Then you can activate it straight away. So it's got a really nice thing, but if you don't quite get there, you still get some use out of the getting these token creatures out. But it's not like something that you're going to want to do and try and get 6 or 7 or 8 out. You're going to want to activate. You're going to want to press the trigger on this button.
And I think from a flavor point of view, I think it's also kind of cool that they destroy themselves. It's like they are in a summoning circle. They summon some kind of strange, unfathomable demon or something, and it kills them. But they do it because they're in this cult and they are so committed to whatever strange designs they have in their cult.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're giving up like 5 potential like creatures that could reap from turn to turn means that what they bring forth must be like really really good in order to make that actually worthwhile.
Yeah. And I think going back to the Tales of the Crucible, the first story in there where they kind of after the battle they kind of rejuvenate, and it's like you're sacrificing their abilities, and they're giving their energy. And we're going to move on to Tangaika now because, like we said, this artwork goes over. And if we go over to have a look at Tangaika now, just focus on the artwork. If viewer, bear with us for a second, but just focus on the artwork. Ignore the power, the ember here that you get with this. The effect. Look at the artwork here, and you just feel that their energy is being sapped into this portal, bringing forth this beast Tangaika. And this thing is a beast. Like this Tangaika is a beast. Not even Beware the Ides can kill this in one shot. Like this is incredible.
And it's literally a beast.
It is a beast. Thanks. It's a 25 creature, 0 armor. Again, it's got to have some negatives, I guess. It's got 2 ember. Tangaika cannot be played from your hand. Interesting. We'll come back to this. Splash attack 5. Okay, what does that mean? We'll come back to this. Fight, gain 1. Okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful card. I really, really like the flavor of this, the use of this. But guys, chime in here. What are we looking at here?
So I think Tangaika is like thematically, I love the card, and I think it will be very very fun to play with, like a mini objective to play towards if you get the deck with it in. Not quite sure how good I think the card is. I don't think it's a competitive card. But I think in like sealed or in casual play, I think it's extremely fun. So I really like the design. Not sure what you guys think about like power wise, if it's good or not.
I would imagine against a Kiraken, 25 power is super good. So that's one thing to keep an eye out for this one. And I like the flavor of the card that you see the five cultists that are getting ready to summon it. I really like that aspect, and yeah, I think it's really cool card. And the fact that it comes in warded helps a lot because it's quite a high opportunity cost to play it. But the fact that you gain 2 amber when you play it, and it comes in warded, so you probably get a chance to use it. That's nice, and that makes it quite a bit better, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's a really big point there.
It feels super thematic also from the aspect that it's 5 cultists, and it's a 25 powered creature, and it has a splash attack 5. The number 5 is there, and then it just comes there roaring and just wants to smash everything. Like that's what
Yeah.
it wants to do, literally. Like
And has
fight.
5 splash attack, another 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and we even asked the Ghost Galaxy just to clarify the splash attack thing, because splash attack is something that we haven't seen yet in the game. We've seen splash, but the splash has been in the case of spot damage. So deal 2 with 1 splash, etc. But a splash attack is damage that is dealt at the same time as the attack to the neighbors. So he will deal 25 to his target and 5 damage to either of his neighbors. So just the clarification of that. So that's 35 damage that this beast can deal, and if you can keep it warded, and even stick it behind a taunt. This I don't know if I agree with you about Carl, about it not being competitive. I think it's a big target, but I think you can really do a lot with this if you can protect it. Unless you
Yeah.
had
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to like how good will Unfathomable be at producing token creatures, for example. We don't know what kind
Yeah.
of support they
That's
have
a very good
to,
point. Yeah.
like how fast will it get cultists out, and so how reliable is it to even get out? Because otherwise you have a card in your hand that you can't play, which is obviously like tricky if your deck doesn't support getting token creatures out. But yeah, if you get it out and if you can do so consistently, I think yeah for sure it's gonna be good. Like yeah, it's a must kill that is very tricky to kill. That's always
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something else that just hit me regarding Tangaika is the fact that it can be pulled from discard pile as well. So it in fact doesn't really matter that much if you get it earlier before you have an established cultist board. Then it gets into your discard, and then you can actually like recur it, and
Just
that
keeps coming back.
yeah, like potentially at least. It all
Yeah.
depends how good your deck is to put cultists out there, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if it is, I think this could be actually quite good
Yeah.
and tricky for opponents to deal with. Like either they deal with it and you get it into your discard, and then you can play it again, get 2 pips, get it warded again,
Mm-hmm.
or they don't, and then you can just stay on board and kill their board. So
Yeah.
like there is definitely
So
potential for this card.
really, yeah. So actually, this goes back to what we said actually, where this changes the game now, or changes what we said earlier about being competitive or not. This doesn't only make it fun; it actually brings a bit more the competitive edge to the card.
Yeah, like potentially at least. I didn't
Yeah.
think about it at first, but
And
yeah.
don't forget that Tangaika can't be played from your hand anyway. So the only way to get Tangaika onto the board is, unless there's a sauropod or something in play, is because it gets put into play. It's not playing it from your hand, put into play, etc. Is that you need the cultist. Now, don't forget this is a rare card, so this rare card is what will bring the cultist always into the same deck as Tangaika.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Yeah.
the with that that model. So this is kind of the fourth. I think this is the fourth unfathomable um, token creature, like the blob, like those other ones, which will
Yeah,
be
exactly.
connected
Yeah.
to Tangaika, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so these will always be together. So the cultists are the only people that can get Tangaika into play. So the decks with these in, I think, are going to be very heavily reliant, like you said, Carl, on cards that can create tokens.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be very interesting to see how well supported the cultists are in Fathomable and like in other houses as well, obviously. But yeah, I think there's definitely potential for this to be very troublesome, even for strong competitive decks.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, love this card even more already. Great.
Well, at least I am super excited for Winds of Exchange
Me
and
too.
this huge beast Tangaika.
Yeah, me too. These are insane spoilers that we've been given from Ghost Galaxy. Thank you so much to Ghost Galaxy once again for entrusting us with these cards and with this task to spoil. There is still time to get in and get your pledges in. Of course, on the time of recording, it won't be the status won't be the same as it is right now. But get in, get your chance to get a piece of the action, to get your decks, get some of the really fun stretch goal bonuses that we've got there. We'll put a link to the GameFound campaign in our show notes below the video, and we'll also put in links to Ghost Galaxy website as well, so that you can find all the information there. We're really excited about what Ghost Galaxy are going to do with this game, and already we're seeing a lot of promise. So thank you from me, the captain.
Thank you all.
And
Thank
the
you
rest of
guys
the crew.
for John and Prosper, and